On site. Good day, everyone. So today on the show we have Towa, and she is a designer. She recently launched something, and so I was attracted to what she's doing, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to get her. I need to get her on my show. So I contacted some people. I'm your girl. I can get in on this world, and then she agreed, and she was so nice. She was so accommodating. So I have her here with us today. And Towa, thank you so much for coming here today, and thank you for being so patient while we're setting up and getting everything in order.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I don't mind. I don't mind.
So, tell me, who are you? I just know you, and I saw you in the picture with a friend of mine doing things. So, tell us, who are you? Where are you from? Before we get to the business side of things, and yeah, just really your background, and before we get into you becoming a designer, what were you doing before that, and all of that?
So Towa Mungandi. I'm the founder and creative director of Toto. It's a plus-size clothing brand. We're based here right now in Windhoek, and yeah, I've been designing for a while now. Since I think right out of high school, actually. Then I decided to study fashion. So I studied fashion at Fedisa in Cape Town. It's a fashion institution. And when I was done there, then I just decided to just go full throttle and get into it. So yeah, I've been designing ever since, but this is like my first real collection, like my first, solid.
Yeah, I hear you. So straight out of high school, you decided fashion is what I'm gonna do, and your parents were supportive.
So I've basically known I would be a fashion designer since I was like really young, probably like 3.
Oh,
yeah. It's a calling, I think. I've always sketched dresses, sketched Cinderella and her clothes, all of that. I've done that since I was really young. So I've always known what I was supposed to do. Yeah, that's why I was so confident kind of starting right after high school. My parents are supportive. My parents are pretty broad-minded. They also know how talented I am.
That's cool.
So yeah.
To have black supporting parents.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, I think for me, they've always been like that. They've always been pretty open to, I have an older sister, to what me and my sister are like doing or going through, or what our ideas. They've always wanted to listen because we're pretty sure of who we are. So I think that's what keeps them comfortable with what we decide to do. Yeah.
That brings a lot of questions. So you are not from here, right?
No,
yeah. You're not from here.
Yeah.
Because I just me telling my mom that straight out of high school I went to varsity and I did communications and then doing masters in international relations and then television production. But imagine me telling my mom, Mommy, I'm going to do television production. It won't sit well with her. So, but then your parents being very supportive in all of this. How do you this is a very tough industry, especially not here in Namibia. Namibia is quite, I don't know if are we selfish with our money, or I don't know if we're just close-minded about stuff, but how do you feed yourself? Do you do anything else apart from designing?
Okay, so Namibia is a really hard market. First of all, the population is small, so there's only a certain amount of people who can actually be interested in your product, so that's already a problem. But on top of that, people don't really, people are more into generic brands here, brands that they already trust.
Okay, so straight out of high school, you decided you're gonna feed yourself, and we have already established that Namibia has a very difficult market because of the population, and it's just people with generic clothes. That's what you said before. So how is it? How do you feed yourself? How do you sustain your lifestyle and all of that?
Okay, so right now, actually, been in Cape Town for a while now. Since I studied there, I was there I think I've been there since 2015. I only came back home 2019. Home is here for me now because I've been here since I went to high school here in St. George's. So I've been here for a while. So I came back 2019. I was here for a while, and then beginning of 2020 I moved to Joburg because and then the pandemic happened, so I had to come back. So I'm only here basically because of the pandemic, but my plan basically right now is to be in Joburg because there's just more people there. The industry is just more booming there, and it's not bad here, but it's just you get customers. The idea with things like this is to get like loyal customers,
Yeah.
you know, who constantly come back and constantly want to support you and all of that. So yeah, I mean, it's all about the customers.
No, yeah, I totally understand, because we also don't have a lot happening for us to really go out there and be like, I'm gonna get something designer.
Yeah.
And I understand that you want to establish a name and you want loyalty from the customers and you want your hustle to feed you, because I recently read somewhere that if you do what you love doing, then you never have to work a day in your life.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that is what you want to do. Because I don't think life should be so hard. Nobody really wants to wake up and go do admin work for the rest of it. And especially if you're creative, you really get bored and you just really want to expand and create and just tell different stories all the time, whether it's through your clothes, your music and stuff like that. So after the pandemic, you are going to go back, like you said. And then, so what's going to happen to back home?
So after the pandemic, I'm definitely going back to Joburg. It is what it is. Like, I really like Namibia. I really like Windhoek. It's really calm. It's really centering. As you said, there isn't much going on.
Yeah.
So being here is always like a safe space. But yeah, I'm actually just gonna go back.
You wanna go? You wanna?
Yeah.
Explore. So, and you said you are going to be part of Fashion Week.
Yes, I'm doing Fashion Week in December, first week of December. Yeah, I'm excited.
And you're going to have your plus size models and they're going to represent the brand?
Yeah. So that's...
I'm totally excited for you.
So
the clothing, the clothes that you launched recently, is that going to be the same on the catwalk, or are you going to bring in a little something different?
Okay, so it's going to be the same collection concept, but in a different colorway.
Okay.
And in modified silhouettes. So the thing with my brand is it's ready to wear, yes, but it's also very custom. So if you like something of ours and you want something small changed or something tweaked, like maybe a longer dress shorter dress longer, that kind of thing, we're always open to doing that. So I just want to showcase that flexibility by showing the same collection but in different ways.
Okay, so maybe what days will you be? Do you know when you will be?
No, I don't know what days exactly, but it's from the 1st to 5th of December Fashion Week.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna let you know what the days.
I'm so excited to see what you're doing. I'm gonna come. I have to come. A lot of you guys are doing something, and I promise that I will support, because support comes from home. So I'm definitely gonna be there. Thank you very much for coming. You guys should watch out for Towa, and your lines is Toto. So also watch out for Toto. She's making clothes for us guys, us big girls. I look small, but I'm big guys, so she's making clothes for us. But you can also make clothes for the smaller girls, right?
Yeah. No, we're open to all of that. Like, always open to.
You don't discriminate.
Yeah, I don't discriminate at all.
Before we end it off, what is your signature look? What do you really like doing? Like if I see this, I'm like, this is Toto.
Okay, so it's a very difficult question.
Is it?
Because I'm a very open-minded person, so that translates into my work as well. So it always depends on how I feel. You could get flowy sequence from me. Flowy chiffon from me today. You could get sequence from me tomorrow. But I think more than anything, it's like a look. You always get a look from me. Like, it's never basic. Yeah.
She's not basic, guys.
Yeah.
She's not mediocre. So if you want to be that in the room, you should definitely call her up. We will add her handle, her Instagram handle. We'll add it, and you guys can go check out her stuff, and you can check her out at Fashion Week. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming, Toto.
Thank you for having me.
Towa, it has been a long day.
Yeah.
It's not the best of days, but we made it, and we're here. And I think, as I said this earlier, as entrepreneurs, and we're trying to do our own thing, there are going to be obstacles. It's easier when you're working for someone, but someone else has to deal with that. But now that we're doing it ourselves, and you can't be like, I don't want to do this anymore. But we are here, and we made it, and I think that's the same battle you go through every day with your line. But I'm proud of you. I'm proud that women are really doing something. We are not sitting at home anymore and wanting to be wives. We want to dress women. We want to tell stories. We want to run the world. Please don't stop hustling and show younger women that go out there and get your own paper and do your own thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.